When is upper eyelid surgery a mistake? Welcome to Dr. Shiner's Medical Minute. Today we're going to talk about upper eyelid surgery or blepharoplasty and when it is not the best decision for a person. Our eyes are one of the focal points of the face. As we age, our faces and specifically our eyelid region can change. We can develop heaviness above our eyelids, drooping eyelids, lower eyelid bags, and festoons. Many people seek help with these issues, but sometimes correcting them isn't the best decision. For instance, in most people as they age, the upper lid heaviness can be a combination of three different factors. They are the drooping eyelid known as a levator dehiscence, the drooping eyebrow, and heavy upper eyelid tissue known as dermatochalasis. Depending on the combination of these factors, sometimes eyelid surgery alone can be a mistake. For example, I recently saw a patient who had surgery with another surgeon and they had performed an upper lid blepharoplasty for him. He came to see me because he wasn't happy with the results of that surgery. In his case, his eyebrows were now falling into his eyelid space. In looking at his pre-surgery photos, I realized what the problem had been. It turned out in his situation and the situations of many other people, there can exist a hidden brow droop. This happens because heaviness in our upper lids triggers our brain to pull the heaviness out of the way by contracting the forehead muscle. This results in the brows being artificially raised. A sign of this can be lines in the forehead. When the heaviness of the upper lid was removed, the brain breathed a sigh of relief and said, "Whew, now we don't have to pull up the forehead anymore." And the forehead relaxed, causing the brows to fall into the eyelid space. This hidden or latent brow ptosis then becomes noticeable or manifest. The best decision here would have been to fix the drooping brows first and then remove a small amount of the heavy eyelid tissue left over after the brows were repositioned. A second reason to not have eyelid surgery is related to this previous situation. This involves some older patients with a drooping eyelid caused by a slipped muscle. These lids are droopy regardless of the amount of heaviness above them. This is known as a levator muscle dehiscence and is caused by the eyelid muscle slipping off the eyelid structure called the tarsus, allowing it to droop. In addition to this slipped muscle, many older individuals, their brows have descended as well. However, this is often hidden because when the lid droops, the body compensates by contracting the forehead in an attempt to raise the eyelid. This results in hyper-elevated brows, and in older individuals with drooping lids, these elevated brows can look aesthetically nice. But since they are being artificially raised due to the levator dehiscence, we never see the brow's true position. However, if the lid muscle is reattached without fixing the hidden drooping brow, then that hidden brow droop will become noticeable after surgery when the brow falls onto the eyelids. This leads to a less attractive appearance to this eyelid area after surgery because a patient doesn't want to have the lids raised and then have the brows fall on top of them afterwards. In a situation like this, similar to the issues with the upper lid heaviness and drooping brow, it is best to address both the brow and drooping muscles at the same time. The final reason why people shouldn't get eyelid surgery involves dry eye or irritated eyes. Our eyes get drier as we age, and the heavy lids actually help this condition. By keeping the eyelids slightly heavy or droopy, there's less of the actual eye open to the air. This keeps the eyes from being overly dry. When eyelid surgery is performed in people with dry eye, it can often result in more air hitting the eyes and a more chronic problem with dry, irritated eyes going forward. While upper eyelid surgery can be a great choice for many individuals, patients with these previous conditions need to be careful when considering surgery. I hope you found this interesting, and I invite you to come back and watch again for our next Medical Minute. Goodbye for now, and I wish each of you a beautiful day.